And I don't know whether you'll be able to tell us this, but can we expect to see Nikita starting this weekend? Is that something you're able to tell us?
Can't tell you that much, but she will feature, I think, for sure for over the weekend. So look, everyone's training really good. We'll assess everything today. We've had our training session today. We've still got one more tomorrow, and then we'll make the tough calls now about who we believe is the best 11 to take the field. But it's a team. We'll need everyone, especially early on in the season. So everyone's been pushing really hard this week. We've had a bit of a shorter week with the friendly game on Sunday, so sort of lose a session. But in terms of preparation, really, really happy, and I'm sure not just myself, but the players and also the fans and everyone around England and around the world is really excited for the return of the season.
And looking at the league as a whole, I listened to your podcast and you talk very openly about your desire to win this league, your desire to win every game. Looking at this league and how it's gone the last few seasons, it's been dominated by a handful of clubs at the top. How realistic do you think that desire to win overall really is? I mean, the club set itself its target of top four, hasn't it? Is that a bit more realistic, would you say, for this season?
Look, it's not one that I sort of look at, to be honest. I don't go now, we haven't even had the first kick of a ball in the season, and to be thinking about what the outcome is at the end of the season. So as I've been saying, and it'll always be the case with myself, is we just prepare to win. And I'll never talk if it's these teams that you mentioned that have dominated the game, and that for us happens to be next weekend that we've got Manchester City. The preparation, the messages, it'll really be no different. We respect everyone. I think last season Brighton beat Manchester City, so it just goes to show that everyone is beatable. You have to turn up, you have to be your best, you have to play the football, and if you don't, you'll have a very hard afternoon. So we focus on ourselves and the preparation of the team, but that's just the mentality really to go out, and I'm sure all teams, when they step on the pitch, I highly doubt there's a player or a coach that comes out and says, I don't want to win today. And especially the players, they'll never go out. Doesn't matter who it is. At the end, it's an 11v11. There's one ball. All the rules are the same for everyone. I think they wouldn't be where they are if they didn't have this winning mentality. So that's what we just try to enforce here, and that's our process, that we respect everyone, but we go out to play our football and ultimately win the game.
And what do you make of the facilities, the support you have for the women's team here at Brighton? I know there's been a lot of talk this summer about particularly Manchester United, for example, the women's team being moved into porter cabins to train, to make way for the men to use their facilities. What do you make of the facilities here that you've got to work with, and the support from the club as a whole?
Look, I can't fault it. I don't want to comment on Manchester United. I don't know the whole situation, what's going on there, but I can only speak at what's happening here. And we have great facilities. Get given everything that we need. I'm very simple. I just need a football pitch and maybe just somewhere to sit down and do my work. So I'm very, very easy like that. But we are very lucky and very fortunate, and it's you can get given everything. It's what do you make out of it? So the players are they get given everything, and they are working really, really hard. They stay extra. They do their gym. They're using the facilities to be the best that they can be.
You had a bit of an insight into what was here, didn't you? Because I know you had Rebecca Stott in your squad over in Melbourne. What did Stotty have to say about what was here? What was on offer here?
Look, similar to what I've just said, probably echoing pretty much what she said to me when I first asked her about it. You said, yeah, it's a terrific place, great club, and basically it's very simple. She said, I'll love it over here. So, yeah, after, and she's one that we've had a great relationship. She was my captain at my previous club, and fantastic human as well as she is as a footballer. So, her words did carry a lot, and I was aware of that through a couple other people, but really excited, and ever since I've stepped foot into the club, or even in Brighton in general and the surrounding area, it's been, I've thoroughly enjoyed my time here.
I'm fortunate to have a home game to kick off the season. How important is it that you put on a good performance this weekend to really engage the fans at the start of the season? Yeah,
very. I think, people give up their weekends, their time, their hard-earned money to come and watch, and so we want to be entertaining. We want to work hard. and ultimately we want to win games to give them something to cheer about. So that's very simply put what we should be expected of us this weekend, and we're raring to go. I know the ladies are definitely raring to go. They can't wait for that to wake up on Saturday morning. I think they'll probably put out their jerseys and that the night before, and they'll probably be waking up early through excitement. So it's a fun week always when it leads into round one, and I think everyone, all the other 11 teams, will be no different to us.
What style of play can the fans expect from you?
If they come on Saturday, they'll be able to see.
And just one final one from me. It's very hard to talk about the women's game without talking about the politics around the women's game. There are new owners in charge this season. It's now no longer under the FA. It's now under the Women's Professional League Limited. How much do you get involved in that? How much do you concern yourself with things like ownership, with things happening off the pitch? Is that something you read about, you concern yourself with, or is it purely matters on the pitch and winning games in this league?
Look, usually it is mostly on the pitch. I'm really into the football side. That's probably where I'm the most happiest, most comfortable. I love to be out there to help the girls and just to be on the training pitch. One thing little story on that, when I first arrived, I went for a managers and directors sort of catch up. And, as an outsider coming in, I considered it the best league in the world. And when we were in there, they're talking about like full transformation. So that was sort of caught me by surprise, as an outsider just coming in, considering it already as the best league in the world, and they're talking about completely transforming it. So that was really exciting for me. So it just shows that they're not happy just to settle and to be where we are. And, there's a lot of girls that I've heard in the last few weeks that have come from Spain and have also said they consider this the best league in the world. So, that have played for the biggest clubs also in the world with Barcelona, with all their successes. So even though it's considered that on the outside, still from within, they're still pushing, they're still wanting to grow it, they're wanting to fully transform it. So that was, not a shock, but like really pleasantly surprised as someone from the outside already thinking that it's such at a high level, and they're talking about taking it to a whole new level. So that's really, really exciting. And I think, the girls, they deserve that platform as well. They deserve people to come and watch. And I always sort of say, to put it very simply, the girls can play football. It's enjoyable, and I hope that at times that I can just sit back and be lost in it and just enjoy to watch them play. I think that's the essence of it. It's that, we're all sort of purists. We all love football. That's the reason why we're involved. It's that love from when you were a kid, and and match day is that's what it's all about. To go out, enjoy the competition, to compete against the best, and I think that's why it's such a beautiful sport.
Well, we're looking forward to the opening game on Saturday. Best of luck for that game and for the rest of the season.
Thank you very much.
Marissa, we'll move on to you now. Thank you very much for joining us for the BBC. So how's pre-season gone for you? You were signed in the summer. How well have you settled in here at Brighton?
Yeah, until now I really, really enjoy my time here. Yes, it's been such a big change. Like, I played before in the Netherlands, and the difference, this league, these facilities, those girls, it has been so different. But I really, really enjoyed my first more than a month now. And I think I'm excited for the next part. Yeah.
We're talking there about 11 new signings. Have you all managed to gel? How has it been getting all of you together and getting all of you focused, ready for this first match as a squad?
I think the girls who were already here, they really gave us a warm welcome. So that has been really nice, and they just introduced the club to us, and of course they also had a new manager, and just how we have been taught everything, and just to get to know each other also on camp was just really nice. I think I can speak for the other 10 signings as well, that we've been settled in very well and we enjoy our time over here.
Looking at your success at your previous club, won 9 domestic trophies, if I'm right. What brought you here to the WSL?
Yeah, I think the WSL is just the best league in the world. Of course, the successes I had at my previous club is really nice, but I just think the Dutch league is not where the WSL is, and I just want to play at the highest level, and I think the WSL is that for sure.
Do you think it is widely regarded now across Europe? Dario touched on the Spanish players coming over here to join the WSL. Is it now widely regarded in Europe as the best league, would you say?
Yeah, I think so. Also, I'm not the only Dutch girl who moved to England. You just see that a lot of girls just want to come to the best league, and you see them all moving to the WSL. So yeah, I think it's the best league.
Can I ask you a little bit about the facilities here at Brighton, the support for the women's team here in Brighton? How have you found it in comparison to your previous club?
Yeah, I don't think you can compare it at all. I can't explain how my previous facilities were. It's just such a big difference. So yeah, I'm just really happy that I can be here and enjoy those facilities, because what I had at my previous club, it wasn't good at all. But yeah, what Dario said as well, it's all about what happens on the pitch, and those facilities are here to help us. And I think we use them well, and it's good for us, but we need to show it on the pitch.
Interesting that you've joining you in this squad are two Lionesses. You've got Nikita Parris, Frank Kirby. You've played against them internationally when you've played for the Dutch side. How does it feel now to have them on your side?
Yeah, I'm just really happy. I think those two, and the other girls as well, but those two, they are really good players. And yeah, when I was a kid, I looked up to them and I watched them before. So yeah, to play first against them, now with them, it's really nice. Yeah.
And just finally, I wonder if you could give us a message to the fans this weekend. First home game of the season against Everton. What is your message to the fans who were thinking of coming, maybe already got their tickets to come along this Saturday?
Yeah, just all come to watch us, come to support us. We are really excited, and I think the support will really help us. And yeah, we will show some excited football, and we definitely want to win. So yeah, we'll show something.